And our next story is from Ukraine. Last week, it started its much-anticipated counter-offensive. And a week on, it claims to have made the first big gains. Have a look at this report. Ukraine says it has, quote-unquote, liberated 4 villages in the country's southeast. And this marks the first, yet modest, victory in its counter-offensive. So, which villages has Ukraine liberated? Well, there is Blahodatny, Neskuchny, Markarivka, and Thorozevi. They are all located in the Donetsk region. In fact, footage released by the Ukrainian army shows troops celebrating in these villages by holding up the Ukrainian flag near the abandoned Russian settlements. And when asked about the operation, they said at least 10 Russian soldiers were killed, 4 were taken prisoners, and then the rest ran away, leaving everything behind. Listen to this.
Marines of the 35th Separate Brigade have liberated Stozherev village. Glory to Ukraine.
At first, the enemy resisted, tried to repel our attack with artillery. We managed to take initiative into our hands and slowly, house by house, we started to recapture the village. Approximately, we killed 10 enemy soldiers and took 4 prisoners.
The Russians run away leaving everything. It's a mess, terrible mess.
Now here's the thing. While the capture of the 3 villages marks the biggest advance in recent days, the settlements are relatively small. In fact, some of them had a pre-war population of just 1,000 residents. That said, these villages, which have been the center of intense fighting in recent days, sit on roads leading towards the city of Mariupol. And analysts say that this could lay the groundwork for Ukraine to recapture the port city in the coming months. And what does Russia have to say about this? Nothing at all. Moscow is yet to confirm the fall of any of these villages. And instead, it is speaking of repelling Ukrainian assaults in the region. Have a look at this report. Moscow claims that it has repelled Ukrainian offensives in the Donetsk and Zaporizhia regions. How exactly? By hitting targets with sea-launched high-precision missile strikes. And that's not all. Russia has also allegedly blown up another dam. This time in the Zaporizhia region. Ukraine says the dam was blown up by Russians who have controlled it since February last year. This is what a spokesperson for Ukraine's military had to say about this. Let me quote, "The enemy is getting nervous and using any means to prevent a breakthrough of their defense line right here. They continue to blow up the dams of smaller reservoirs. We have information that the enemy blew up a dam near the settlement of Novodrivka, and this led to the flooding of both banks of the Mokre-Yaly River." But can Ukraine's claims be believed? And what really is the guarantee that the Russians were really behind this? Well, there is none. Not for this dam, neither for Novokakhovka. The Russians say Ukraine itself is destroying these dams to thwart the Russian advance, that this is all part of Kiev's counter-offensive strategy. And here's another way the counter-offensive is playing out. Have a look at these images. These are Ukrainian attack helicopters flying sorties on Russian positions. The Ukrainian armed forces also shared a video which showed a helicopter during a combat mission firing rockets onto Russian positions during one of its sorties. And this is more proof that the counter-offensive is underway in full swing.
Our job is to hit enemy targets on the ground, their soldiers, their equipment, their fortified positions. Our rockets can chase them out of their fortifications.
And overall, a total of 25 battles have taken place in the last 24 hours. Some of the battles are still underway, in fact, and both sides say their forces have inflicted heavy damage. Both sides saying that the enemy has lost equipment and personnel. At this point, it's next to impossible to confirm who really is speaking the truth. But here's what we can tell you. Not all is well within Russia's ranks, especially between the Russian army and the Wagner group. You see, the differences between the two are only widening, so much so that Russia could soon take control of the Wagner group. Russia's Deputy Defense Minister Nikolai Pankov said on Saturday that, quote-unquote, volunteer formations will be asked to sign contracts directly with the Russian Ministry of Defense. This rather vaguely worded statement is widely believed to target the group. But the question is, will the group sign such a contract? How will they respond? No, says the Wagner chief, speaking from the battlefield. Yevgeny Prigozhin declared that Wagner will not sign any contract with the Russian Defense Ministry. Listen to this.
ЧВК «Вагнер» не будет подписывать никаких контрактов с Шойгу. ЧВК «Вагнер» органично встроена в общую систему. ЧВК «Вагнер» согласует свои действия с генералами справа, слева, с командирами подразделений, имеет глубочайший опыт.
And how exactly should we view this? Are the fissures between Wagner and the Russian army set to widen? Will Russia's most dangerous mercenary group start a mutiny? We will find out soon enough. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the updates on the move.